Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you been? Hope you've been great. Have you heard about new immigration law in Spain? If you haven't, don't worry. I'm gonna go through that with you. Whoever is living in Spain or whoever is thinking about going to Spain, there is an immigration law that has been updated starting this month, May 2025. And it's all good for you. All good for you who is living in Spain, all good for you who is thinking about going to Spain, all good for you who is going to be a student in Spain. Now, let's dive into it. Before that, though, are you bumping onto my channel for the first time? If yes, don't hesitate. Just click on the subscription button below, turn on the notification, comment what you'd like me to talk about or you'd like to hear on my channel. I'll be more than glad to deliver. If you're a returning subscriber and a viewer, thank you so much. You know I love you. Thank you so much for your consistency. Now, let's see what the law is all about and let's see what changes have been implemented and how they're gonna favor you. Yes. Let's get into it. Usually, it's quite complicated with immigration, work permit, visa, especially for foreigners. Now, new visa law and permit 2025 changes. In 2025, 20th of May to be specific, the new immigration regulation in Spain. This regulation significantly updates the rules concerning the rights and freedom of foreigners, foreign nationals, and their social integration. The Spain New Immigration Law 2025 introduces important changes to visa and resident permit. Be careful about that. Listen to that again. It's for visas and resident permits, especially in the areas of study, settlement, which is arraigo, and resident for the family members of Spanish citizens. The transitional regime. What happens to current permits? You should not worry. If you already have a valid resident permit, you do not need to do anything. Your permit will remain valid until it expires. The same applies if you are family member of a Spanish citizen and already have a permit through Arraigo Familia or an EU family member card. However, if your application is in process, you can request to be assessed under the new regulation, which may beneficially depending on your status. This part of Spain immigration new update aimed to easing the transition. Guys, I think sometimes we need to read a little bit of what the law are all about. So, I am not from the immigration. I am not dealing with any legal department. I would advise you to further search and look about these changes. Student, are you going to be a student? Are you a student in Spain? Then you need to focus on this one. Student visas are now officially named a long term stay and have new conditions and requirements. This change is aligned with the new Spanish immigration laws to improve consistency in legal terminology. Key changes include application may be submitted from Spain or country of origin, depending on the type of study. Minimum age of 18 to apply from within Spain. We're talking about hybrid. Hybrid is online or in-person study. Recognized as well, but with restrictions. Only higher education, healthcare, or technical studies with professional qualification may be applied for from Spain. Very particulated information. It will no longer be possible to obtain student visas to study in sports academies as it used to be. So you need to check with your legal department in regards to if application, if in any case you applied for study on sports. So processing time is 2 months if submitted in Spain, 1 month if submitted from abroad, and 15 working days if submitted directly by a higher educational center if you're going there to study. So remember to keep those in mind. Settlement, which is arraigo, that is 5 years, regularize your statement. So now the arraigo is divided into 5 different categories. We have second chance arraigo for those who held a resident permit in the last 2 years but could not renew it. Socio-labor arraigo for those with one or more working contracts, meeting at least the proportional minimum wage for the hours worked, and with no fewer than 20 working hours. Remember that. Social arraigo requires family ties with legal resident or, if not, an integration report. Applicants must prove they have sufficient economy means in Spain. We have training-based arraigo. So the training-based arraigo for those enrolled in post compulsory secondary education or vocational training with an integrational report. You have to remember that. With an integrational report. Family arraigo for parents of EU citizen carers of or disabled family members. That is for you. You get a 5 years working permit if you are a caregiver of a family member of an EU who is disabled. The Spain immigration new update simplify documentation for these categories. Are you having a new resident permit? Yes. Now, one of the major changes in the new 5-year resident permit for family members of Spanish nationals, as established by new Spanish law immigration. Spouse, so who are qualified for this new resident permit for family members of Spanish citizen? Spouse, registered partners, or stable partners. In the letter or in the requirement, you must be at least cohabitating for the last 12 months, unless the couple has children in common. Children under 26 years or older if dependent or disabled, direct and collateral dependent relatives where humanitarian reasons applies, parents or guardians of Spanish minors, carers of disabled individuals up to second degree relatives applies. Children of individuals who were originally Spanish by birth. These are things you need to consider before you go through thinking that you are qualified. Now, some very important information that you need to keep in mind is that a criminal record certificate is mandatory. Doesn't matter who you are, it's mandatory. And processing time 2 months for the family request for permit. If circumstances changes, divorce, deal, An independent resident permit may be requested within 6 months. If the requirements for this are not met, a modification applicant must be submitted within 3 months of the changes or denial of the independent permit. These rules are part of the evolving Spain immigration laws changes 2025. So, guys, if you have any question or if you have anything you want to confirm in regards to what I'm saying, just comment below. And of course, I would be more than glad to make sure I research and I give you feedback. Don't forget to subscribe though. Don't forget to share with the people you think will benefit from this video. Till next time, love you guys.